That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Tyler Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the power forward position. Now here's George. He gets it in there.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden.
Too much at back.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
George looking around. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. That shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now, here is Harden. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Here is Harden. Stolen by Zubac. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here is Harden. Kept alive. Here's Jordan. Can't connect from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Clippers moving the ball around. Back to George. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the Nets miss again. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. That's good for George on the assist from Leonard. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Leonard attacking. That one drops for him. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris outside. Feeds to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
A nice shot by Irving.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
To the inside. Here's Mann. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Here's Luwawu. Kennard covering. That one no good. Here's Mann. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. Morris with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Harden scanning the floor. Good, nice job down low. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Rondo against Harden. Rondo gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A 12-point game. Harden outside. Over Rondo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Back to Kennard. And Morris throws it down.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Got a piece of it. Harden the pass to Aldridge. Fires for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Now the Clippers moving it up. Rondo with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And here's Morris for 3. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Aldridge, no one around him. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 14. Mann passes to Kennard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
They grab their own miss. Brown, good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Rondo. Morris looking over the floor. It's hauled in by Harris.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Pass to Kennard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Harris.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu is checked in for Johnson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. That free throw good from Patterson.
Well, Patrick Patterson had some great years where he showed his three-point shooting prowess, but if he can get down into the post and score there as well, it's another option for their offense.
Scooped up.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
That one goes in. Patterson's got 6.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Rondo on top. He's covered by Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Rondo's shot is off. Nets trail by 16. This one for 3. The putback. The rebound by Patterson. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And he makes good on the layup. Oturu's got his first 2 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The shot's good.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Los Angeles leading by 16. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. "12 seconds left to play here in the half. And a wide open look for Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Jackson in the corner. From outside the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Stolen by George. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie, the story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8. And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Green, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Here's Harden. The shot will not fall, so the Clippers will take it the other way. And here they come. Here's Jackson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. On the wing, Harris. Back to Johnson. Here's Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 10 points.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Jackson finds George. Outside, Batum. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. He's got 12.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Outside, George. Nobody near Leonard. They get the rebound. Zubats. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 21.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Harden. Excellent D there from George.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Irving, good. Irving's got 6 points.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Morris kicks to Jackson. It's George on the wing. Shoots. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets trail by 17. Here's Brown. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Back to Aldridge. Irving against Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the Jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the Thunder finish.
Irving. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers leading by 19 points. And it's Leonard with the jam.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Brown dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for George. Rondo against Brown. Rondo kicks to Leonard. The tray. A shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Irving. Buries it down low. 8 points for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up. You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Morris, left side, jacks up a three, and another three for the Clippers.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
He can't get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Clippers ahead, opening up a huge gap. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Jackson passes to Patterson. Can't hit that one. Griffin with some nice D. Nets trail by 21. Johnson attacking. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rondo on top. Here's Patterson. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Patterson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Johnson kicks to Brown. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Rondo against Irving. Outside Rondo over Irving. Rondo can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
They get it back.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. And Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Irving.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Rondo scanning the floor. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Now George. 4 on the clock. Banked in off the glass.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Harris. Harden outside from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
The shot's good from Irving.
Can't drift back on Kyrie Irving when he's handling the ball like that. He's actively surveying the defense and looking for the pull-up.
And a deep 3 from George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 18. The deep 3 from Irving. Batum grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Green. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here is Los Angeles now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Wide open look here for Zubac. And again, no good by the Clippers. From past the arc. That shot off the mark. Off the mark. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A resounding. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barton. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Johnson, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Johnson. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Covington's shot is off.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits the three-point bomb.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Nurkic. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Count that one. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Tipped away. It's Powell on the wing. Stolen by Harden. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And here's Harris from the arc. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. It's hauled in by Harris.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy. Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. For Portland, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Lillard with it. The pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
McCollum against Harden. Jordan.
Oh, did you see that? I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Harris outside. Green kicks to Harris. Nets passing it around. The offensive rebound. Jordan. And the call. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves the dunk.
Harden surveying the D.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Some solid defense from Harris.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside Irving. Here's Luwawu, covered by Anthony. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play, able to get his shot off despite getting whacked.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Simons surveying the D. Out to Anthony. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Puts up a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front, up 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the ball.
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And it's Lillard missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Griffin finds Harden. From outside, off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Fires from deep. Kept alive. And Kanter throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Tyler Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now, Nurkic. Lillard outside. It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic against Harris. Nurkic in the post. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brown right side. Over McCollum. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lillard against Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard the pass to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Lillard way outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Irving up top. Covered by Lillard. Green taking his time here. Harris finds Jordan. Nifty move. And it's sent back by Lillard. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. 9-point game. Passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Outside Jordan. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Brown wide open. He fires. Here's Jordan for 3. Harris. Not going to go that time. And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that deity. And...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
We've got Johnson. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Lillard way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the paint. The shot by Jordan, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
The Nets shooting 40% from the field. Harden the pass to Jordan. No one near him. A second chance effort. Harris finds Harden. Three-pointer. Lillard with the rebound.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Feeds it to Harden. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden outside. Here's Claxton. Aldridge trying to break free. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his first points of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside Anthony. Shoots from the high post. And again, it's Portland converting.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Claxton no good. Portland leading by 11. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. A pull-up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Cantor is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
The deep three from Harden. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Aldridge. Harris kicks to Harden. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden. Here's Aldridge. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night. The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Simons the pass to Cantor. Outside Anthony. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Harris with it. Now Anthony defending. Harris passes to Aldridge. That one good for 2. Aldridge has got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Refusing to let the D have the last word. Aldridge just excellent at converting on physical defense.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Harden. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
3 seconds left. And he overshot that one, missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
No good from Irving. Portland leading by 13. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Covington against Irving. Covington passes to Nurkic. Here's Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 15. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. Covington with the steal. Lillard attacking. Dishes to Nurkic. It's good.
Well, this is one area where Lillard wants to develop. He knows his team needs his playmaking.
Nets trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
To stop the drought. And it's Irving missing.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another three for Portland.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And it's Lillard missing. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Count it.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Lillard dishes to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pocket 6. Nurkic trying to get open, but they get it back. He kicks it to Powell. Drops in the tray. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the three ball.
There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
On its way from Irving for 2. Little with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Giles, guarded by Harden. Giles, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the right side. Back to Jones. From deep. No good that time. Pass to Green. Here's Irving. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Harris. Then there's Green. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Middleton can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's blocked. They recover it. Count it. Now here is Holiday. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Harris outside. Back to Green. The layup missed.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Holiday with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Lopez with the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jordan up top. Harden surveying the D.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
DiVincenzo.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Passes it to Green. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harden's shot is off.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Harden against Holiday. They need this. Harden can't hit.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden finds Brown. Here's Harris. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton trying to break free.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Launches a three. Here's Jordan. Pass to Claxton. Moves back up. And Lopez pulls it down. Middleton with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Brooklyn making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Nicholas Claxton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And there's the pass to Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
So the wing on the left, inside, Portis missed inside.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game and let my, play and my energy and my effort do the target for me.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
And the basket by Johnson.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Bucks leading by 10. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Portis can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. Puts it up. That one wide left.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Griffin kicks to Brown. Passes to Harris. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Nets trail by 12. Johnson inside. Here's Aldridge. Got it. Good job in the low post. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And James Harden has subbed in for Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday against Harden. Down low, here's Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, up and in from the low block. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Harden against Holiday. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:21 left in the first half. Inside. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
The drive by Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brooke Lopez.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Lopez against Jordan. The kick out to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Harden dishes to Green. Harden the pass to Jordan. Good work there as it goes. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Holiday left side. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Johnson outside. Back to Green. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. When the first quarter came to a close, their lead was 8. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Harden outside. No good with the triple.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Pass to Middleton. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. In transition, here come the Nets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Johnson. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
A pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
And the Nets making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Portis, who's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Back to DiVincenzo. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Claxton the pass to Harden.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
The Nets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Count it. Good. Harden's got 8 points.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Forbes can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Harden the pass to Claxton. Here's Middleton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Middleton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 12.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Harden can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 11. There's the lob to Portis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Harden gets the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Holiday. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in it with the 2. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's really nice to see Lopez pounding the glass. He's attacking it with great energy right now.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. That's good from Brook Lopez. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 14. Jordan high post. Nets passing it around. Now Harden. Shot clock at 6. Over Holiday. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Pass to Holiday. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And that one, good.
Brook Lopez never stopped working, especially inside where he has been a force.
To the middle, here's Jordan. Unable to get that one. Good D by Lopez.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 16. To the inside, Green kicks it out to Harden for the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. And here's Harden for 3. The shot off that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. On the wing, Holiday. Middleton for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
And it's good, 2 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
And here is DiVincenzo. High post Lopez. He's against Jordan. Lopez inside, guarded by Jordan. Here's Holiday, trying to get open as Lopez. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 19. Harden has a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Middleton for 3. Harden grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Irving with a clean look. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Fires the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Luau. He kicks it to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Connaughton. The three ball. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Chiozza. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. They've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now here's Harden over Jackson. Harden, no good. Left side, George. And stolen by Harris. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Here's Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Clippers, Reggie Jackson. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Harden surveying the D. Misses the 3. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. That one's not going to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
George. And it's George finishing it off.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Nobody near Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's George finishing it off.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here is Harden. The Clippers getting the bucket. Irving for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
Jackson passes to George. Fires the 3. Rebound by Jeff Green. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
George against Irving. Goes up the baseline. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 8 points. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Now Zubac following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Irving, good.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Irving against George. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Now, here is Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Patrick Patterson.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And both free throws good for James Harden.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
55 seconds left to play here in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. You know, Rondo's always looking to pass, and the threat of him passing can oftentimes open things up for him on the fast break.
And it's Irving missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Yep, it counts. Rondo's got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 3. We'll be back shortly live. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players.
You know, this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Patrick Patterson. Kennard is out there with Morris, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. Clippers leading by 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
From the low block, Harden with the bucket, getting it done inside. Harden's got 11 points. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now Rondo, he's got 11. To the paint, here's Morris. Good D by Harden. Nets trail by 4. Brown wide open, he fired. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Patterson can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Aldridge trying to break free. Misses from close range. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And here's Morris for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Patterson. Outside for Rondo. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and he makes that one. Patterson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Outside Rondo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Rondo against Irving. To the inside. Pass to Coffee. Pass to O'Toole. There's a minute left in the second quarter. The Nets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Teardrop shot. Out to Harris. The pass to Irving. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
With the tip, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The drive by Rondo, and easy 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Irving for 3. Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, and they have dialed it up a notch here, really battling to extend this run.
Brown against Kennard. Passes it to O'Toole. No good from 11 feet. Back to the action after this word.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Rajon Rondo was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rajon Rondo has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Green. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And a deep 3 from Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Here's Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets go the other way with it. In transition, here come the Nets. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
George against Irving. Los Angeles with another miss.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple. Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And George, here we go.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Outside, Batum. George against Irving. And that one's good, George.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Green dishes to Jordan. Paul George with the steal. Leonard attacking. Zubats in the post. Guarded by Green. Jackson passes to Zubats. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. It's all knotted up.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 12 in the game.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. Jordan with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Irving for three. Offensive rebound. Fades away. And that one drops. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Offense in the paint is what his coaching staff is looking for from Jordan.
The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Irving, good.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
The deep three from George. An absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 7 points for the quarter. Outside Irving. And it's good for two. And the Nets lead by 8.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And George kicks to Zubats. George looking over the floor.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harris against Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And George, here we go. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The deep three from Irving. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got 16 here in the second half.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
George passes to Leonard with 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Rajon Rondo. Morris is out there with Paul George. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in a two-guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden, no good. Clippers trail by 4. The three from George. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Rondo looking around. And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Outside, George over Harris. And it's George missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Clippers trail by 10. Right side, Rondo. Feeds to Patterson. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Harden outside. Pass to Irving. On the wing, Harris. Irving with the bounce pass. Inside. Knocked away. And stolen by Patterson. And they're moving it up. Here's George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 26 points.
And, you know, once George gets on the roll, he's just absolutely relentless, showing you how dominant he can be when he gets hot.
Green kicks to Irving. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And George with the stuff.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Leonard with no one around. Outside for Batum. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Leonard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Irving passes to Harden. And that one is off. Clippers trail by 4. George, that's a two-pointer. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Man showing some terrific range. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
And George, here we go. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Irving looking over the floor. Launches it. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Back to Batum. Down low. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now is Harden. And here is Green. Harden the pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. Pocket 4. Got a piece of it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and a good Friday night to you, sports fans. GA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Pass to Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. McCollum dishes to Nurkic, and here's Covington from the arc. They grab their own miss. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Lillard outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Powell, that's good.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Pass to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan, the pass to Harris. Nurkic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Back to Lillard. Johnson with the block.
Well, Tyler Johnson getting up fast to block that one.
Stolen by McCollum. Powell with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Lillard. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here is Harden. 5 points in the game. The pass to Johnson. Harden against McCollum. Jordan trying to free himself up.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother.
What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now, here's Lillard. Over Harden. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 4. Cullen passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. From deep three-point range, the shot by Powell, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Kanter, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Shoots over Lillard. That's good from 17 feet away.
This is why you always have to be up in the space of Kyrie Irving. He can pull up in the blink of an eye. So lethal.
Passes it to Powell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Harden dishes to Aldridge. Brown feeling out a bit. Harden kicks to Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Kanter. They get it again. Aldridge laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Portland trailing here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. To the middle. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Brown. Here's Claxton, covered by Anthony. Jones against Brown. Pass to Claxton. He gets that one. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Harris misses. Anthony with it, picked up by Brown. He lobs it up, and Jones with the stuff. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Claxton. He feeds it to Jordan. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green's checked in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. .136 left here in the second. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jordan against Nurkic. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Johnson.
And Tyler Johnson with some creative play there. Knows how to get inside there. Using the angle, the body. Finishes that one with ease.
Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Round kicks to Jordan. Nurkic against Green. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson with the bounce pass. And the shot goes in.
But with the physical tools he has, Jordan's presence in the paint looms very large, and he knows to live there.
Lillard with it. He has 6. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 9 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Portland out in front. They're up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. After the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long. And that should do it with the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Nurkic in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Harden finds Jordan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Harris outside. And that's off the glass and in. Here's Powell. And there's the pass to Kanter. He dishes it to Nurkic and finish off by Nurkic.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Harden scanning the floor. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
Nets trail by 4. Harden outside from about 16. That one a little long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The shot by Powell, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
On the wing, Harden. To the inside, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harden the pass to Johnson. Pass to Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. 5 to shoot. Jordan inside. Working on Nurkic. Portland leading by 4. McCollum fires from way outside. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Nurkic. Harden against Nurkic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Pass to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. Portland again missing. Brooklyn trailing. Brown with it. Jones covering. For the tie, Luwawu can't tie it up as that one's no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The dish to Aldridge. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Aldridge. Irving looking for an opening. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. .119 left in the third quarter. Jones against Brown. Here's Giles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Luwawu. Right wing. Aldridge kicks to Irving. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Jones the pass to Giles. And there it is for him. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Trailblazers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Outside Anthony. Cantor against Aldridge. Outside Jones. The pass to Simons. Off target with the open look. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the point. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Aldridge.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Payne comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
Well, if the biggest guy can get out in transition, and you can't recognize that, DeAndre Jordan, a beautiful job out on the break.
Lillard, bounce pass. Harris against Powell. 6 to shoot. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Irving. Tries from 10. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. McCollum outside, all alone. And right through it goes. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
From the high post, taken away by Anthony. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And the dunk by Covington.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Anthony. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Lillard finds Covington. Lillard scanning the floor. Beyond the arc. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Here's Claxton. Outside Green. Here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
3-pointer Lillard. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Powell, no one around him. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's keeping himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as much as 10. And the foul on Harden. That's his third foul of the game. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Tyler Johnson. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Nurkic against Jordan. Irving way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Covington. Clock at 6. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Nurkic the pass to Covington. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Passes it to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. It counts, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Nurkic finds Lillard. Got it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And it's Irving missing. Outside, Covington. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. So the Nets starting five. Green is out there with Jordan. And it's Tyler Johnson. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the three. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the five, roaming the paint. Yep, that one goes in there. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 4-point game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Down low. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
The deep three from Harden. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Passes it to Middleton. Over Johnson. Lopez, no luck. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. 2 points, that one goes. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Lopez right side. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. That gives them the lead.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Harris against Middleton. From deep. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. Harris inside the line. The rebound by the Bucks.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Count that bucket.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Giannis against Green. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That's good from Harris on the assist by Harden.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
Out to the right wing. There's the lob to Portis. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Harden left side. That one falls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hey, yo, right here. Switch.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Portis over Aldridge. Here's Connaughton. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brown finds Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Middleton. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 8. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Baseline try. Harden, no good. The Bucks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Connaughton, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Griffin kicks to Harden. The dive for the ball. But they'll get another chance. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And so Aldridge will bring it up for Brooklyn. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Forbes. There's the pass to Middleton. The 3. Nice D from Griffin. Brooklyn leading by 10. To the left wing. To the paint, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
4 on the clock, and that one's good by Aldridge.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why I think he creates so many opportunities for others.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Bank shot, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shooting foul, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Harden finds Jordan. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bucks trail by 10. Holiday with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Can't get the putback. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle, here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Inside, here's Lopez. The kick out to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Pass to Harden. Pulls up on the wing. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good on his first attempt of the game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Nets leading by 10. Here's Harden on the wing. Let's go. Here's Jordan. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Connaughton to the paint. Lopez inside. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Lopez has got 6.
Brook Lopez never stopped working, especially inside where he has been a force.
And so it's Brooklyn. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets? Man, that's...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, then it's Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Offensive rebound.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot him. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Tries again. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Jordan dishes to Harris. Green taking his time here. A shot by Harden, wide open, drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 19 points.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to DiVincenzo. From deep three-point range, here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Johnson, the pass to Harden. DiVincenzo against Johnson, and that one hits back iron. Bucks trail by 5. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo lets the three fly, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Passes to Harden. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Floats it up for Giannis. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. To the inside. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Down low, here's Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, given his height, Lopez has an ability to power through contact. Just tremendous strength from the big man.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. Aldridge. The kick out to Brown. Tries a 3. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The score now all even.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Harden outside. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Tie game in Milwaukee. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bucks shooting reasonably well, 45%. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Middleton dishes to Forbes. Back to Middleton. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Claxton, the big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Forbes can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The Bucks trail. One-on-one fast break. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here's Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Irving with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Hangs in the air. And it's Irving missing. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. And Portis throws it down.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Irving against DiVincenzo. That one, no good. Great D that time from Portis. Middleton for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Offline with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
And here's Holiday. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Middleton. And staying with the play, Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Middleton outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Another miss by Middleton. And stolen by Portis. He's looking for Middleton and finds him.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Irving with it. Harris outside for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
Bucks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Middleton with it. It's He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Irving passes to Jordan. Green finds Harris. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's the Bucks now. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Yes!
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton outside. Three-pointer. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do